Almost 4 years ago now, I made a video talking about one of the greatest stories the internet has ever seen. It's the story of one man's never-ending quest to receive an umbrella that he backed on Kickstarter. This adventure is a dark look into the human psyche as we follow our protagonist Michael Superbacker in his holy crusade to finally get the umbrella that he is owed by a Kickstarter scam that he was foolish enough to believe in. This journey teaches us how far the human spirit can go before it breaks, and begs the question to all of us: what does it mean to never give up? The year is 2014. Charles White is a sophomore in college on the verge of losing his virginity. Michael Superbacker is an umbrella enthusiast who just happens to stumble across a very popular shit-starter campaign for something called the Air Umbrella. Now, Michael's no Mary Poppins, but he can appreciate the finely crafted microphone stand design of the umbrella. It also kind of looks like the Hitachi vibrating wands that you see in porn pretty often, and no doubt this helps pique Michael's interest in the project. After showing 3D models they threw together in Maya in 10 minutes, they finally give a demonstration of the prototype, and Michael's blown away. Blocking water with air, just like something out of Avatar: The Last Airbender, he thinks to himself, and that finally seals the deal. He puts a lot of money into the project. Giddy with excitement, with an estimated delivery date right around the corner, Michael's wet dreams start turning to nightmares as he has nothing to catch all that moisture with. The Air Umbrella misses its estimated delivery date, and misses it again, and again, and again. And then it became a never-ending quest for Michael Superbacker to get a refund or get the Air Umbrella, and he wasn't settling for anything that wasn't one of those two options. The video I initially made covering this sad story was 3 years after the initial scam, $100,000 vanishing overnight with no refunds given to anybody. The comment section on the Kickstarter filled with very unsatisfied people upset that they're not getting the umbrella and they're not getting their money back. And after a couple of years, they start to fizzle out until only one remains. And that is Michael Superbacker. Michael is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. A force of nature so powerful not even the Air Umbrella could stop him. And Michael is still going. It has been 3 years since my first video talking about this, and now it is 7 years since the initial scam took place, and he hasn't given up yet. So let's pick up where we left off 3 years ago in the manga. Michael Superbacker 3 years ago starts to notice that people are supporting him. He doesn't know where, but decides he's going to create a YouTube account to document this journey, this adventure. He then starts putting poems and lyrics from his favorite songs into the comments, hoping his very best to just get the attention of someone who accidentally logs into the Air Umbrella Kickstarter page. Scrolling up, it's kind of like reading those notebooks you'd find on ghost ships where the captain starts to go insane and starts writing gibberish at points. But Michael maintains a level head. He knows his mission. He is driven for one ultimate goal. This has been a 7-year-long war in the comments section, and all of Michael's comrades, his warriors in arms, his champions, his friends, his brothers and sisters, they have all left him alone on this battlefield now, in this barren wasteland of the Air Umbrella Kickstarter comments. It's like something out of the fucking Fallout universe. And then, out of nowhere, a glimmer of hope. Dean. Big Bad Dean. A new challenger has entered the battle. A new, strange face pops their playful little head out of the gopher's hole and starts talking in the comments section. By this point, Michael hasn't had human contact on this page in over 4 years, so he's panicking. He doesn't know how to handle this. This is someone new, a stranger in a weird place. Like a caveman seeing fire for the first time, Michael, a bit frightened but also interested, lets Dean have the floor. Biggest ass in the world. I've been robbed, and no refund has been given. I've contacted Kickstarter, and they are disgraced too. Just a little PSA, a little heads up, Kickstarter never does shit in these cases. I've never seen Kickstarter do anything when it comes to a fucking blatant scam like the Air Umbrella. Honestly though, let me just get this out there. I think Air Umbrella should just come forward and make a special umbrella for Michael in particular, like a sign from the whole team that scammed him with like a little smiley face at the end. Just give the man a fucking umbrella. I don't care if you just buy it from Walmart, just send this man an umbrella. Or just give him some money back. But anyway, back to what Dean's saying. They insist I have to contact the creator, who has ignored every form of contact I have made. Yeah, that's Kickstarter. Basically, it's, yeah, we're not going to do anything. Why don't you talk to the guy that fucking scammed you? I'm sure he'll be reasonable to give your money back. Great policy from Kickstarter. I will never use Kickstarter again. I've switched to Indiegogo.com, and frankly, the creator, the thieving, lying tosser, can go run and jump. That was an extremely sad sentence to read. God bless Dean's soul. Jesus Christ. I guarantee he's a lot more unhappy now since going to Indiegogo. If you can believe this, Indiegogo actually has more scams on it than Kickstarter. I would argue like 90% of everything you see on Indiegogo never existed in the first place and will never come out. They genuinely have the stupidest people using that platform and the dumbest fucking most blatantly obvious scam artists abusing it. I have seen so many projects with over $1 million in funding with an idea that quite literally can't exist in this fucking dimension. They'll say something about how we invented a way of creating water using nothing but my wet farts and Mozart's music, and it'll have like 50,000 backers for over $1 million, and then all of them are shocked when it never releases. This platform offers a really innovative tool for douchebags, scumbags, scam artists to use called a flexible goal. I won't get too deep into the weeds of it, but when you see a flexible goal on Indiegogo, just know that something shady's probably going on there. I think that whole fucking site sucks. It preys on the extremely gullible and vulnerable people, so I feel really bad for Dean, who thought that that was like a good alternative to Kickstarter. What should have happened with Dean here is he'd be like, oh my god, I got scammed on Kickstarter, they're clearly doing nothing about it, maybe I should stop investing in crowd-funded garbage. That should have been the thought process, but instead he went to just go get scammed somewhere else. That'd be like if I got scammed in RuneScape. Oh shit, I just gave this stranger my rune armor because he said he'd trim it for free, but he didn't do it. Fuck. I learned my lesson now. Time to go to this guy over here who's saying he'll double my gold if I give him all of my bank. That should work. And then being surprised when that also gets you scammed. It's just really sad. I feel bad for Dean. And just to finish off his statement, I hope you get what you deserve. Kickstarter also, you have failed to protect or even represent your backers. Your platform is one that has entirely let me down. I will not touch with a barge pole in future. Bye bye, go to hell. You and the creator are a match made for each other. Dean's very upset, understandably so. This was a big scam. 100 grand in the fucking toilet, right down the fucking shitter. And Dean was an unfortunate victim of it. I am a little surprised that he waited 5 years to make this statement. Like, I feel like after the first year of constant missing the deadline, you'd be like, okay, this fucking sucks. I've clearly been lied to about this project, but this guy, he's got the patience of some kind of Zen master. He waited 5 years, the entire time believing that it's right around the corner. I'm sure it'll be delivered any day now. Probably looking out his window every morning for the FedEx truck to come by with his air umbrella. But it just never happened. And then finally, after 5 years, he's like, yep, this was a scam. But anyway, Michael, after seeing signs of life in the comment section, once again lets out a triumphant, "Oh shit, they pissed off another air umbrella enthusiast. Looks like I'm not the only one. Stay strong, Dean. I will find us an umbrella one day." And I guarantee Michael will at some point. It may take 10 years, may take 10,000 years, but I fucking believe Michael will finally either create an air umbrella himself or discover one in like some kind of ancient Egyptian tomb or something. It's on its way. Michael and Dean will be avenged. As the years go by, Michael continues on the grind, looking for updates, trying to connect with other people that have been scammed. You see we're at day 1657 of the captain's log here. Then we get another encounter with a living, breathing human being who says, "I invoke my rights under Kickstarter's terms of use," and then just goes into this general statement. We've seen this a few times over the last 7 years of people believing that Kickstarter gives a fuck about their terms of use. This has never worked in the history of this website, and it never will because this website just wipes its ass with its own terms of use. So you're not guaranteed a refund, and posting this doesn't help your chances. This is just an act of desperation from the scammed people, and it's really always just upsetting to look at because I truly understand where they're coming from. They've lost a lot of money on this, and they just want it back. But probably won't ever happen, and this right here, it doesn't do anything. We continue through the timeline. A few other people pop their heads in here now and then. This person says no one's responsible for this scam. That couldn't be further from the truth. Whoever was behind the air umbrella is the one responsible for this scam. This wasn't like an act of God or like some kind of natural event of nature. Like, this was a coordinated scam from a team of people. They're absolutely responsible. Michael continues with some lyrics and some poems, hoping to lift the spirits up from anyone that's still a refugee here in the comment section, just desperately looking for a refund or the product. We're up to day 1753. Michael is still on the prowl. He's the only one here. Then Brian again comes with the invoking my rights for the Kickstarter terms. Again, falls on deaf ears. I actually wouldn't be surprised if no one works at Kickstarter. It's just kind of like a functioning machine, kind of like Skynet, but it doesn't think very hard. It's not a very smart machine. Another one here, invoking the rights for a full refund, doesn't work. But you have to at least appreciate them trying to offer their prayers to the Kickstarter gods. Another one coming through. So there was a little activity over the last 3 years, at least more than we'd previously seen. People finally starting to recognize that this was a huge scam and they want their money back. And now, 23 days ago, Michael makes his most recent post as of making this video, day 2474. Michael, from the front lines, reports, it's still raining outside. God damn it. Michael is still out there, in the rain, cold, hungry. No umbrella to stop that rain from hitting him. It's just Michael out there now. Michael's the last one, still fighting for that fucking umbrella. It is tragic. It is a sad story, but a story that needs to be told nonetheless. Michael has been here for 7 years in the comments section. And I imagine he'll be there for 7 more. Because that shit is not coming. And there is a 0% chance Kickstarter does anything. They wouldn't spit on a dollar bill and send it to Michael. They probably wouldn't even apologize to him for this shit happening on their platform. Kickstarter wouldn't piss into his mouth if he was dying of thirst in the desert. They do not care. But again, this is just the nature of crowdfunding projects. You have to accept that a lot of them probably will not come out. Or if they do, they will probably not be as hyped up as they were in the original Kickstarter pitch. That's just the way it is. Sometimes they are very good, sometimes they're not scams, but a lot of times, face it, they are. And this is one of those cases. It's easy to forget that when a scam happens, real people are affected. People like Michael and the other people we've seen throughout this 7-year comment section. It is, unironically, a very sad thing. And yeah, just wanted to check in here with Michael. That's about it. See ya.